OJB tells his story.
OJB, what's happen?
Famous producer Babatunde Jezreel Okungbowa, popularly known as OJB Jezreel, has landed in Nigeria months after undergoing a successful kidney transplant in India.
Oh, we thank God we're feeling fine. It's a lot better than before. I actually got back on the 30th of November. I went straight to Abuja actually to just relax for a while. Then I got in a couple of days, maybe like 3-4 days ago. The thing is, there are two major ways you get there. Of course, there are other ways. There are some people that are actually born with this thing. They are born like that, and the older they get, the more things begin to depreciate. But the two major ways is either you have high blood pressure or you have diabetes. Some people get unlucky and they have the two of them. But for me, what it was about my sleeping pattern. That's why I said it's all about discipline. I probably sleep earliest time I sleep would be like 1 o'clock, and then by 4:30 I'm up again. And when I go up, I just go straight to the studio, just make beats, right? Then go back again. And it's like a circle. So you're actually not sleeping more than 4 hours a day, max. And for me, it was telling on me. So, when you do that and with the pressures of life, naturally, automatically it was just going up. I was doing a regular of maybe 220 over 130 something. In some other people, that is enough for stroke. So, but what it did was I didn't get the stroke effect. It started damaging from the heart down to the kidney.
The Ace beatmaker, who arrived in Nigeria on the 30th November 2013, was at the HipTv studios where he told us everything about his kidney transplant.
I think I want to go through go back a bit about the whole process of the donation thing. We had like 6 people that had come forward. They seemed to be perfect matches, But, like I said, when you're doing something like this, you have to have a thorough search to know who actually would fit in for you. So we had 6 people that had done it, and none of them was a match per se, apart from the blood grouping. So it just happened that my wife came up and just said, look, why don't we try this? And she wants to also try herself out and see if she's a match, And then she tried it and she was a match. But even at then, we were still hoping to use somebody else to do it. But as the time was going and we're still doing more and more tests, she just said, look, there's no point wasting time. Let's do this. The same match, same group, same everything, skin type, whatever it is. So why don't we just do it? So she came forward and decided to do it. And right now, the man standing in front of you is half me, half my wife already. So, we thank God. During the period when we were doing the fundraising, as we finished the week, we told people to stop giving, that we've gotten what we wanted, that they should stop. Some guy came from Abuja, his name is Felix Edebo, and he was explaining to me that most people go through this thing, that when you're coming back, you need to actually change your environment, change your setting, and all that. I said, look, this is my house. I own the property, so if I'm changing my environment, that means I'm buying a new house. And we just talked about it briefly. The day he was leaving, he gave me $1,000 and said he'll call me back. Next time he called me, he said, what's your account details? And then he forwarded money. First money he gave us was $6 million, that we should start building the house. Attached to that, which I would like to say, is he also said he has a gift again. And I said, okay, no problem. And then he gave me a Range Rover. So for me, it's like saying whatever happened in the whole process of raising money brought about so many things. It wasn't just about the health thing. It brought about some blessings that I can't explain myself. As much as it is a public thing, there's still a personal part of it all too. There's so many restrictions I was given. Don't shake hands, don't hug, don't do this, don't do that. Always wear a mask anywhere you're going, for the next 6 months. But, the thing is, the kind of business we do, how won't you end up shaking hands and hugging people? Say, my guy, how far? So that was why we actually came in quietly. It was scary. My thoughts were scary because, first of all, I'm someone I can't even stand injections, talk less of someone trying to tear open your body to do any procedure. So it wasn't something, you know, that I really welcomed. But I guess with time, you know, after understanding that there was no other way forward unless I have a surgery, then, you know, I mean, I had to just give into the idea and, you know, hope for the best. My experience at the India hospital would be that of saying that the people, the difference that they have from what we have here, it's not like we don't have good brains or good doctors here, but the main difference is that they are committed to what they're doing. It's not about just the money. I mean, it's not like they get well paid, or even I'm sure we earn more than they do, but the experience was that you could feel the commitment in everything they did. They had to be thorough. You know, they check you over and over and over again to make sure you and your donor, you're like your complete match and everything. Well, what has changed is I think more discipline has come into my life because I mean, I'm forced to take drugs like 8-9 times a day. So if you're doing that, you'll be more disciplined, you're more conscious of your time, you're more conscious of what you do. So if I want to go anywhere, I need to really plan because I don't want it to catch me somewhere that I can't run in and take my drugs. So more discipline has come in, that's what has happened. And then emotionally, you know, your focus is a lot wider because it's not, I mean, it's not like it's malaria or it's you just had stomachache or something. This is something that was, I mean, life-threatening. So it has changed, you know, my perception to seeing things, and has made me see life itself, like, you know, really value it itself. Of course, now, you know, stubbornly we'll still eat amala and pounded yam and the rest of those things, but it's just in small portions. You know, someone asked me last time, he said most people that do undergo the surgery, they come back all bloated, big, fat and all that. Why haven't I added so much weight and whatever? I said, well, it's because in my own condition, we had two things. We actually did two surgeries. When they had done the kidney surgery, they realized that the heart was also affected, so they had to do that. And when they did that, one thing they warned against was weight gaining. So I have to stay within the 65, 68 bracket. But this was me, I was 100 before, so you can imagine that has to change, which means less starch, more vegetables, and, you know. So keep watching it, and if I see that I'm getting weight, I go watch it and I cut down the starch again, and more protein. So that's what has changed, you know. What I'd say about her is I would say that, I mean, that's a wonderful person. Because in this life, nothing can really be perfect. It's not like you don't wake up in the morning and you guys have, you know, the normal things that happen in married homes where people are upset at each other and whatever it is. But, you know, it's not to a point that you get upset to a point that you now see life going and you cannot dedicate to that life. So I see her as a wonderful person at the end of the day. I mean, because what she did was save a life. Because at the time she made that decision, I mean, the dialysis was not working again. I was already weak. So, I mean, it was a final point decision, and she made it and said, look, this is what I want to do. And I guess her own surgery was even more painful than mine because they had to remove a rib. So, I mean, that's a wonderful person, and I thank God for her life. Most donors always bounce back. They bounce back faster. You know, 2-3 months max, that's if there's any complications. They bounce back faster. They don't, you know, they can go on with their lives. They can eat what they want to eat, you know, just probably drink what they want to drink. I mean, they can actually go on with their lives. It is you that actually receive the kidney that has the issue for the rest of your life, because the kidney is a foreign body, so you have to keep using anti-rejection drugs to, you know, to maintain yourself. Well, those who really donated, I mean, from the bottom of their heart, I would say that, you know, I can't do anything. There's only God that can do something for you. There's nothing I'm going to do than say thank you. It's God that will actually bless you, you know, and enlarge their coast. So I would just say that, you know, may God bless you. And I thank you for what you've done, because what you actually did will save a life.
Finally, these dancing no go stop. Until you and me go reach the top. See. Oh yeah, look yo.
God bless you, one love.
Thank you very much, Hip-Hop Awards.
God bless you. Nice.
Beautiful and spectacular event, Hip-Hop Awards.
I think it's hard time that I let your people know. I came to put it down, I came to rock this show.
Thank you so much. Scales and Wizkid, this is the future right here. Remember these faces.
I wanna be free. Free like a bird. Free like a bird.
And the winner is Heaven Please by Timmy
Free madness. Terrestrial. When I say ginger, it's a swagger. Ginger. Thank you.
I'm very proud to be associated with this award.
God bless you!
And the winner is? And the winner is? And the winner is? Wizkid!
I thank, you know, the people that voted. I thank Hip Hop World.
Everybody, clap for yourself right now.